Hello guys, welcome to the Python tutorial where I will give you short intro of data structures. This mentor-mentee internship program is driven by Right Prize, a community for development of young students. My name is Shivani and my mentor name is Mayur Chabra, who is guiding me for this internship program. Now comes to the content of the data structure. It includes array, list, array versus list, tuples, dictionary, sets, and files. These five topics are very important in it. In this video, we will study only about array, list, and array versus list. First, we talk about non-primitive data structure. Non-primitive types are sophisticated members of the data structure family. They don't just store a value, but rather a collection of values in various formats. In the traditional computer science world, the non-primitive data structures are divided into arrays, lists, and files. The most important point in it is they don't just store a value, but it is a collection of values in various formats. Arrays in Python are a compact way of collecting basic data types. All the entries in an array must be of same data type. However, arrays are not all that popular in Python, unlike the other programming languages such as C++ or Java. For Python, arrays can be seen as a more efficient way of storing a certain kind of list. This type of list has elements of the some data types. The most important part of the array in Python is that in Python, before initializing arrays, we should have to import the array module. After that, we can perform any function on array. As you can see in the example given below, as we as we import array as add. A is equal to add.array I369, where I is the declaration of the data type of the list 369. Here, if we want to see the data type of any variable, then we can use type function as type opening braces that variable and closing braces. Now come to list. Lists in Python are used to store collection of heterogeneous items. These are mutable, which means that you can change their content without changing their identity. You can recognize lists by their square brackets that holds elements separated by a comma. Lists are built into Python. You do not need to invoke them separately. As in input 7, we created empty list as x is equal to empty square bracket. Here we can create more lists of different kinds like x1 is equal to 1, 2, 3. Here in x1 we store the numeric data as list. The big advantage of list is that it can store data of different data types in the same list. As you can see in the example, we have stored 1 Shivani 2 in the same list, where 1 and 2 are the numeric data and Shivani is the string type data. Now if we want to print only Shivani from x2 list, then we will do it like this. We will use index for printing particular element of the list, like I have used in the above example. Print x2 and we will take the index of Shivani from the x2 list, that is 1. We can see more examples for this, like I have declared x3 as list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, apple and strawberry. Now comes to array versus list. Note that you have seen list in Python. You may be wondering why you need arrays at all. The reason is that they are fundamentally different in terms of the operation one can perform on them. With arrays, you can perform an operation on all its items individually easily, which may not be the case with lists. Here is an illustration. We import array as array. Array char is equal to array dot array u and in list cats arrayCat dot toString function. Here we use u in the second line of int 17. So this u is used for defining data type of the list, and this toString function is used to make the list as whole string. You were able to apply toString function of the array char because Python is aware that all the items in an array are of the same data type, and hence the operation behaves the same way on each element. Thus, arrays can be very useful when dealing with a large collection of homogeneous data types. Since Python does not have to remember the data type details of each element individually, for some users arrays may be faster and use less memory when compared to lists. Thank you for watching my video. In the next video, we will talk more about lists, stack, queue, graph, and trees, and about more topics.